There we go. Serious dedication. Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Symmetria. So as you could see from the beginning of the video there, I have been working on the garden area in between episodes. So I almost have it filled in here. I have completely finished out filling in the area that I want for the carrots. The potatoes is coming in quite nicely. I still have a little bit to do here for the potatoes. I am actually putting in some sunflowers, which I think is pretty cool. Adds a little variety to things. And then I've got almost all of the wheat done. I'm getting really close on that, which means it is about time to start on our next little project, which is going to be the barn for the animals. So I have done a little work in creative, figuring out what I want to do. We are going to be putting the barn here, and this 3-wide path, we're going to go just a little bit deeper here, and then we need to level off an area that is an L. We'll have 11 blocks on this side. We'll go back 21 blocks, go across 21 blocks, back up 11, and then make a little L here. So, yeah, I've got some stuff to do there. I also have a lot of resources to collect. This particular build is going to take a lot of spruce wood. It is going to take some dark oak, a lot of acacia, and a lot of white wool for sure. And then we'll also need some cobblestone, andesite, stone bricks, and a few other just miscellaneous odds and ends. So yeah, I have some resources to collect. Like I said, I am going to be leveling off this area. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be back. So I have leveled off the area here. Did a little terraforming on the hills around here just to make it feel like I hadn't done anything. And I collected up a little bit of resources. A little bit, I say, as I've got, over 8 stacks of acacia and over 8 stacks of spruce. But this is going to be a big part of what we need. We also need some more birch fences, but this is all the more birch wood I had. But we also have birch forests in the area, so I might have to go over and get that. But we're going to start out with just some spruce planks, and this is going to be to give us an idea of where things go. And I laid out leaves here as a marker for myself earlier. So now what I'm going to do is just break these leaves, and this marks where the logs go. So we're going to be placing these out here like this, and then we're going to skip 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put one here. Skip 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get this one here. And then we're just going to continue that all the way around. So, yeah, a lot of this is just repetitive placing. Whoops. And yeah, as you may notice, I am using a stone axe, but I'm not too worried about that. And so once I get this all laid out, then we are going to be starting to flesh it out and build it up. And like I said, I already designed this in creative, so hopefully it'll look good. There's one spot that I am not quite sure what I want to do with it, and so I might need you guys' help with that. But now that we have this is the basic shape of it. Now we need to get ourselves some spruce planks. And we're going to need a lot of those, so we might as well just do that. So what we've got here, we're going to start out with a bunch of blocks here. And yeah, in traditional fashion, for me, if you don't know, I like to spam torches everywhere. I can't stand mobs around my builds, so I have completely covered this entire area down into the swamp, around, over onto those oak trees on the other side, and I've been slowly working towards that forest. I don't like mobs. So what we've got here, we're going to be doing some stuff like this, and at this point this is no longer going to be spruce. So I am leaving blank spaces because our walls are going to be a little bit different in these areas. So now what we need to do is get a few spruce stairs. So we'll grab a bunch of those, and then we need to place those in here. So we're going to place spruce stairs on the bottom facing up, and then what we're going to do is put 2 birch fences on top of each one of those, and then on top of that we're going to have stairs facing the opposite direction. So let's see here, I've got too much junk. Okay, ow. So then we're going to go like this. And hopefully you guys approve of the way that this is going to look. Then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 5 blocks up. And yeah, unfortunately, this part is going to be just plain old spruce. Now, I tried a little bit of experimentation with this with a little tip that Grian says, and that's to use some stairs every once in a while. It just made it look cluttered, in my opinion. So now what we're going to do is at 4 blocks up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are going to put a cross beam. So we're going to do this all the way across, and then we need to start grabbing some acacia. Cha-cha? No, I'm not. Sorry, Zuma. Didn't mean to make fun of you. But we need to make a whole gob of acacia stairs. So now what we're going to be doing here is we are going to go right in front of this. That's not how I wanted that placed. We're going to go right on the front of this, and we're going to place those across there, and then some birch fences up the side. And I can get out of the rain already. Amazing. But so that is what I've got there. And then this is what I've got here. Now, I can't move my other account without getting out of this. But so I'm going to repeat this pattern all the way around in the areas that are meant to be wood. And then I'll come back and we'll look at the roof. Well, I've been waiting for a while for this rain to go away, and it just does not seem to be stopping. So I guess we'll just head into the roof of this next. So before we start on the roof, I forgot about this beam right here. And then next to that beam, I'm going to be putting a little bit of birch fences, and that kind of helps accent it a little bit, even though these will pretty much be hidden afterwards. But it's little details like that that you don't really see later on that really add to the build. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add a solid full block of acacia right along here. And you'll see what I mean by that fence pretty much disappearing. Unless you're right up next to it, you really don't see that. Now, on the front of that, we're going to be putting cobblestone. So for every one of the acacia blocks that we put down, we're going to be putting cobblestone on the front as well. So now we're going to go ahead and get up on top of here so that we can continue on with this. So on top of these guys, we need to place stairs. So we're going to place a set of stairs on top of the solid blocks of acacia. Then, on top of these, we're going to place another set of acacia stairs. And we're going to do this for a couple of blocks. I forgot to grab spruce planks. I had to go out and do a little bit of birch harvesting. So, I have plenty of birch now. So, we'll go ahead and build this wall up another block, just so that we have something to place our blocks on. Might as well clear out that inventory space. So we get one more set of stairs. I believe it's just one more. And you're not right. Alright, so we've got that. And now, let me just double check my other screen here. So the next one is going to be a half slab. I had to double check twice there. That's kind of sad. So we're going to place a half slab next. And then next to the half slab, we are going to place a solid block. If I can get it to where I can place it. And then we're going to again go with more half slabs. Now we're going to have 3 half slabs here in the middle. And then it's going to repeat that pattern going down the other side. Now one thing that I forgot to do was this area here. And I don't have my stuff. Hey, I can reach it, but I don't have anything in there. So I did not expect to be able to reach this from there. So we need some spruce stairs for this. And that's not what I wanted. Oh well, we can get back up there. Not a problem. So we'll get over here. And now we're going to put a stair here. 2 birch fences here. We'll go ahead and fill the rest of this in with spruce wood. And then we need 1 more spruce stair there. And some more spruce wood. So we get just a little bit of a window here. And I need to add those blocks. And then we're going to do a little bit more here just to kind of make this feel a little bit more correct. And yay, the rain stopped. So we're going to put a few upside down stairs there. And then, like I said, we're going to duplicate all of this with cobblestone on the outside. So let's go ahead and get back up on top. And we'll put this all on here, and you can kind of start to see what it's going to look like once I put this stuff on. Of course, this was much easier to do in creative, but yeah, that's part of Minecraft. So put this on here. And then we've got, once again, the couple of blocks here underneath that need to be upside down stairs. This one, and that one. Now, one more thing that I forgot to do. These guys here... Yeah, actually, that one wasn't supposed to be a stair. That's right. Okay, so we need to remove that block as well. And then we are going to place a spruce log up here, and that one I will have to change around later. So we're going to place spruce logs there. Let's go ahead and get out here so that we can get a little higher up. And then on the front of that, we are going to put a trapdoor. So I didn't want to swap that. I wanted to open my inventory. No! Darn it. Give me what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and break a few of these blocks out of the way, and we'll take a look at this and kind of start to see what it's going to look like here. Oh, I forgot to build that up to the roof. Okay, imagine that spruce pillar goes all the way up to the roof line. And we're going to mirror that on the other side, and then we're going to run that all the way down to the other end. And the same thing on the other end with the cobblestone log sticking out, and that. So that's what I'm going to do for the roof. And then also inside of here, there are going to be some support beams. And we'll see what those look like here in a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys with a huge amount of building on camera. So I'll be back once I'm done with this. So at this point, I have the first section of the roof done. And this is almost completely enclosed. Now, I did forget to do one thing here. I have upside down stairs here, and I believe I needed fences here. Right there like that. Yeah, and for some reason I think they were supposed to be here, but I'll double check that later. So I have in here the spruce log trusses that are holding up the roof. And of course I had to put torches up there because otherwise those spaces are spawnable. And then here I have a couple of pillars that go all the way to the ground. Now the reason for that is that we are going to be making a small room back here. So we have a few things we need to move around in the inventory, and yes, my inventory is completely clogged. And I hear a skeleton. We must have a cave underneath us. So we are going to be putting one of our birch fence windows right here as an internal thing. And then here we are going to put spruce planks all the way around, and then upside down stairs to finish that out. And I need one more stair. Whoops, I don't have any in there. So let's go ahead and make another recipe of stairs. And I don't know what is going on. I've been getting some odd lag at times. Nobody else seems to be having it, but I don't know what's going on. So there is the room, and now inside we are going to do a little bit of decorating. Now one thing, you'll notice some cobblestone sticking through the roof. So this is one thing that I will be doing, and it seems like I'm in the wrong spot there. That should be one block over. Okay, well let's get up on the roof, which I've already pulled down the ladder. So where can we get up onto the roof? Nowhere. Well, we'll have to break a block here. So set the ladder up. And then we'll head up onto the roof. And yeah, that is one block off. Well, that kind of stinks. Yeah, see, there was a little of that block lag. But so now we are going to put these two blocks in here. We're going to put the slabs back here, and we're going to make a chimney up here. So on this, we'll be going up by one more solid block. Then we're going to grab some stairs and bring this over by one block space. Let's go ahead and get up on here. Then we're going to go up a couple more blocks. Then we're going to switch to cobblestone walls, which I guess I can't place that down. I have to go up a block first. Oh, stop it. Back away a little bit then. And so then we're going to go up a fair amount with that, and then we're going to put a cobblestone slab on top of it. So now, you may have seen I have some cobwebs in my inventory, so now we get to fall slowly. Yeah, slow falling. Hate cobwebs. They're such a pain. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit the block underneath here. There we go. So I want the wind to be coming out of that direction, so it's going to be blowing that way. So I'm going to get a block out away from there. So we're going to put, actually, I think we might be better off to go up another block first. And then we'll put this one. Now we're going to go up a couple more blocks. And then we're going to leave a gap on this one, put another one there. And then the same thing here, we're going to go up a couple of blocks. Oh, yeah, that'll work. We'll place it on top of the torch. And so that will give a nice little smoke trail coming out of the chimney for this. And I think that's a nice little touch. And I just realized we're going to be falling a fair distance here to get down. Ow. So, yeah, that wasn't real smart. Alright, let's make sure that we get that cobweb, even though we have a couple more stacks of them. Can I reach you? No? Oh, you gotta be that way. Okay, well, let's get these blocks out of here. There we go. And eat so that we don't die. Now, I may tweak the shape of that smoke later on. We'll just have to see how it looks later. So, that chimney, we are going to be making a little custom furnace down here. So, Yeah, there is definitely a cave underneath here. But so right here up against this pillar, we are going to put a furnace facing out. Now, off of that furnace, we're going to place a dropper facing this direction. The only reason I'm using the dropper is that it has the same side texture as a furnace and it's very cheap to make. And so now, coming down off of that block, we're going to come down a little bit further with the cobblestone, and then we're going to switch to cobblestone walls. And these walls will cover up the face of the dropper and make it less noticeable that it's a dropper. That'll make a nice little furnace. So the next thing I see is it's kind of dark in here. So I better make sure that we get some lighting. And there's a couple other things I'm going to put in here. We definitely need some chests. So I suppose we'll put a couple there, one here, maybe a couple there. And so this is kind of going to be like the workroom for the barn. And we need to put a roof on this, or a ceiling. And we're going to have to get some torchlight up there as well. So there we go, torchlight. And so because we ran the chimney all the way down to that point, we don't have to worry about that being hollow. So there we go, there's that. Now there's a couple more things I want to put in here. I want to put a crafting table. I suppose we'll put that right there. I'm going to have to make an anvil, and I think I'm going to put it in that corner. And then we're going to get like some item frames for a few things. And yeah, we'll also be replacing the floor here in a little while. Now, in a couple of spots here, I want to put hay bales. So that I will do after I change the floor as well. But this is starting to look pretty nice. And I need to get some torchlight up there as well. So yeah, I've got a little bit more decoration to do here. I'm going to change the floor out in this area, gather up a couple more resources for this side, and then I'll be back. So I've done a little bit of decorating here. I have put some concrete powder, brown concrete powder, into the path, and some coarse dirt, and kind of spaced it out, sprinkled it in out here further out so that it doesn't it's a bit more of a gradual change. And then I'm slowly changing into coarse dirt and brown concrete powder, and then I'm slowly changing again into dark oak planks. Now I've put some hay bales on this side just for decoration, and then on this side I've put a hay bale and a cauldron full of water and a post on the wall that I can tie up a horse with once I get some slime to make some leads. So that's nice. I also got the anvil made up, and I have started laying out the framework for this next part of the barn. So this part is going to be made out of stone, and it is going to be a windmill portion. So one of the first things that I need to do is lay out a little bit of cobblestone here. And then we need some cobblestone stairs going all the way across the bottom here. Then we need more cobblestone in these areas. And yes, there's quite a bit of it. Then I'm going to put some light gray concrete powder into the center and some spruce fences down each side of this. So that's what I'm going to have for this first layer. And I am now going to do that to all 6 of these. So now with the lower portion done, I need to extend the roof out to the end of this. And with the roof now extended out, we can continue on with this. So we can see there is a hole in the roof, and that is going to be for the windmill itself. Now this is a circular shaped hole, and so we need to fill this in with cobblestone. But we're not going to fill the whole thing in with cobblestone. We're only going to do these spots. So let me just see here. Something doesn't quite seem right. But so we're going to fill these areas up with cobble. And then of course we are going to cover these these logs with trapdoors. So we'll run around to this one. And this one's already covered. So now in the corners we are going to use stone bricks. But underneath we are going to be using stone brick stairs to make just an interesting look on the inside. So what I'm going to do, I am going to place a few of these down. And then we'll go to the inside and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and go down. I have made a little hole in the wall here so that I can get through easier. You can see it makes it look a little bit more reinforced and like it belongs there. Now this side over here, we're going to do the same thing, going underneath the roof portions as well. So let's see here. We need, well, I'm going to have to do a little bit of checking on the creative world because I believe we need one more. Yeah, well, I have it on that side. Okay, well, never mind. So we need one here and one there on both sides. Not there though. And then we will continue this up for a little ways, putting in at least one more of these log crosses as we go up. And with the circular tower now sticking up above the barn, we are finally ready to start on the next portion, which is going to be the top of this tower and the base of the windmill itself. So I just got done collecting up a whole bunch of white wool, and I also got some black and gray, just because that happened to be the type of sheep that were out there. I was out riding my horse around on that plain out there through the night, and that was actually really fun. Mobs couldn't even come close to me. But so now the next step here is to make a ring of stone brick stairs. So we're going to get these up here. And yeah, this is a bit slow. And then on top of the stone brick stairs, we are going to put a ring of andesite. And then the rest of it will be stone brick for now. But I'm not really too keen on the way that it looks. So I'm going to ask you guys if you have any ideas. That would be much appreciated. But so we're just about done with this part. I hate trying to place stairs. Keep dropping down and then you can't place the next one. And, oh, well, I'm out anyway. Okay, well, so, yeah, I guess I better go get some more of those. Well, I wish I would have recorded that. I was making some stone brick half slabs to finish off the top of this, and Vility came over with an invisibility potion, named a few of the animals around here, and was kind of sneaking around, but I heard him, and I ran up to my horse pen and jumped on my horse, and he could not keep up with me. It was great. But yeah, I wish I would have recorded it. But anyway, I do have a name tag from Vility and also his head and a couple of his banners. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, back to this. So we are going to take and put a spruce log here. And this log is going to run through the top of this thing. This is going to be the main shaft for the windmill. So if I look here, it looks like I went out 5 blocks. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. So that's how many I went out with that. And then I, not chests, trapdoors. So now I need to place trapdoors on all 4 sides of this thing, which it's going to be a little difficult to get the trapdoor onto the bottom, but I have to get up underneath it anyway because we're going to be building around that in just a little bit. So now we need to finish off one more layer here. So now we're going to run around another ring of stone brick stairs. And to finish off the top of this, I have put a diamond of stone bricks into the top of it, and then I'm going to cap off the remaining space with stone brick slabs. And now finally we are ready to go on to... Well, I'm going to have to get up here with some torches because I do have some spawnable space now. But now we are ready to get on to the windmill blades themselves. So for this, I'm going to open up these trap doors because that'll give me a little extra room, and I'm just going to use dirt for scaffolding. We need spruce planks, and I just realized I need some spruce fences. And now a lot of experience with skyblock is coming in really handy. But so what I'm going to be doing off of this is going like this. And I'm going to be just kind of alternating back and forth here. And I guess actually I need a regular fence there. So this should go out by 2 blocks. And then put these on there. And this design was actually something that I found as a picture online, and I just kind of modified it a little bit. Originally it was flat, and I made it 3-dimensional, and I think that helped a lot. So after 2 singles, then I go up by 2. And then finally up by 3. And I really like the way that this looks because it does have this nice curve to it. But so now what we need to do, starting up here at the top, we're going to go up 4 pieces of wool. Is that 4? No, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now unfortunately, fall damage. Yeah. Not too much though. But so here we're going to go up by 3. Well, maybe. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that is only supposed to be 4. I am not entirely sure. It's hard to tell from the perspective I'm looking at. But it might be 5 also. But then we're going to put 1 piece of dirt here. And then we're going to go up 3 more slightly back from that. And now, going back down some more, actually, yeah, we'll go down more. So on this one, we're going to go up by 2. And then again, using our dirt as a placing block, then we're going to go up. Is that... Something's not right there. What's going on here? Wait. That doesn't look right. Let's get down here and take a look at this. So we're supposed to have 1 block off of the center shaft, then 2, then 1, then 1, then up 2, then up 3. Okay. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm looking at the wrong one. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. So I guess instead we will go to this one where we're going to have 2 blocks of wool here. And then 1 block there. That'll make it a little easier to get up here. Then that one went up 3, so that is correct. This one will go over and down like this, and then there. And then behind here, we're going to drop back by 1 block. And then here, we're going to drop back by 1 more. And then again, right here, we're going to go up by 2. And then here we are going to go up by 2. And I think that something doesn't seem right. Those should not all be in a line. I guess they are. Okay. And then one more of these, and that's it. So now if we go down and take a look at this, this actually looks pretty neat. And I'll be doing all 4 of them like this. So actually, let me get to the ground. And that'll make it really easy to see what's going on here. And it is a long way down. So let's see. Come out here away from it a little bit. And, well, scaffolding's still in the way. Let's come over here. You can see it's a very large curved blade, and that's kind of interesting. So let me build the other 3, as they are just a rotation of that, and then we'll take a look at it. And so with that, the exterior of the windmill is now completed. So you can see that is a really cool looking windmill. So, yeah, we still have some stuff to do on the inside of this. I want to make some automatic animal breeders for bare minimum of like cows and sheep, and maybe some pigs and things like that. And I'll be putting those into this portion, and so I think that'll be nice. And yeah, I think that might be it. We've still got a tiny bit of decorating because we didn't have any slime. But the other thing is I think that it looks pretty neat from this side too. Even though the tower does kind of obstruct a good portion of the windmill itself, it still looks pretty awesome. But so, I'm going to have to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been doing, or something that you'd like to see me build, or some little side quests that you'd like to see me do, go ahead and leave those down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!